After the smoke cleared by the light of day, investigators were able to take their first close look at the damage caused by last night's fire in Richmond Heights. It was just after 7 o'clock when the flames started racing through Hilltop Plaza, a strip shopping center at Wilson Mills in Richmond. We have two reports tonight on the investigation into the cause of the fire and the plans to rebuild. U Center 8's Gary Stromberg has our first story.
It was an inferno that ended the day at Hilltop Plaza yesterday, and today got underway with a bang. Crews wasted little time in beginning the demolition of the Finest store, but as the last smoldering rubble was doused today, fire investigators were pleased to discover the damage here was not as extensive as first thought. The Payless shoe source was destroyed, as was the Finest store, but the stores in between miraculously sustained little damage and can be saved. Initially, there was speculation that the fire started in the back of La Fiesta Mexican restaurant, but investigators soon ruled that out. It started at the far west corner of the shopping strip at the Payless shoe source.
The origin of the fire was up high, from the char that we see on the inside of the walls.
Up high and perhaps outside of the Payless shoe source, an electrical problem in and around the sign.
It could have been a short in the sign, yes.
And once the fire got going, it entered a facade over the front of the shopping strip. The flames raced down that shaft like a rocket.
The fire ran through the common area that goes above all of the stores, and that did contribute to the fast spread of the fire.
The fire could have been better controlled if there were firewalls inside that facade. And the winds last night had homeowners in back of the stores worried.
The flames were coming. At one time, the wind shifted and those flames were coming right by us.
Of course, the business owners and employees at Hilltop Plaza were stunned by this devastating fire. U Center 8's Dave Buckle found out how they plan to pick up the pieces now.
Tired after a nearly sleepless night and still in shock after watching their livelihoods go up in flame and smoke less than 24 hours ago, several businessmen and women were back at the scene today, watching as demolition crews and firefighters continued to do their jobs.
I think everything is gone. Because if it's not water damage, then it's smoke damage.
The gift shop was right next to the Finest supermarket that was virtually destroyed in the fire, and from which very little, a safe, and some shopping carts could be salvaged.
Oh, that's just money orders and employee records and so forth that the chief was nice enough to help us get on.
As for the more than 70 employees who worked here at this Finest store, company officials today said they're in the process now of placing them at their other stores. A barber who was one of the first tenants when the shopping center opened 30 years ago doesn't plan on leaving.
I think we're out of it right now. There's all water damage and everything else in there.
You've been in there?
30 years, right from the beginning.
No kidding.
Everything went down the drain last night. We hope to get started again.
One merchant told me, yes, she's insured, but that would only cover about half her loss. A jeweler wanted to assure his customers their items are safe, as plans for the future are made.
I know a lot of people. I really feel for them. It's a terrible, terrible thing, yeah.
Last night's fire will be the #1 item on the agenda when the merchants hold their regular monthly meeting tomorrow. Dave Buckle, U Center 8, Richmond Heights.